Hi, welcome back to Edit Time with Susie on SJD Photography channel. So today, on episode 2, I'm going to show you how to edit this image. So to start off with, I photographed this image on the weekend. I know it's a little bit blurry. I used an f-stop of 8, ISO 400. I didn't have time to grab my tripod out, and there wasn't much room for when I was taking this photo, so it was literally on the side of the road. I had my lens all zoomed in, so we're going to see what we can work with this image. So I've turned the lens corrections on. Now I'm going to go here, I'm going to go landscape. As you can tell, it brings out that colour from the sunset already. Now we're going to go here. These are the rules of third lines. So this was lined up nicely on the on the camera, not car. Okay. We're going to unlock it here so we can bring it down. I'm going to put the tree in to one side. So it's like that. We're going to bring that up in the horizon a little bit. We don't want to squash it too much, but we also want it to, our main focus is that tree. So we want that tree to be in all of those 3 spots for this one. So like that. See what that looks like. Okay, I do a lot of messing around just so I can get the perfect photo. That doesn't look too bad. I might bring it down a little bit more so it's more onto that tree. I reckon we'll stick with that. Okay, Control Z to go back. I think we had it pretty straight in before. Okay, I want 1, 2, far back. Okay, I think we'll stick with that today. We're gonna go. So we've changed this to landscape. You can leave it how you had it, but I changed it to landscape because, as you can tell, it's a landscape photo. Okay, the white balance. I'm going to change. You can change it to all different ones, as you can tell. You can have an orange with shady. Whatever you'd like, depending on what you have photographed. It's very blue. So sometimes I use different ones, but most of the time I try to stick with what the background has. So in this case, the background is daylight, cloudy, or shade. The shade is from the clouds. So it's one of those usually I pick. You can also go auto if you can't decide, or as shot. So that means how a shot is what you shot on the camera. So without changing the white balance, it's the white balance from your camera. So I'm going to change it to cloudy. We're going to go down here. We're just going to go auto to start with. And then we're going to just slightly adjust everything. We're going to bring that down. We're going to bring that down a little bit. So I want it to make it look like it's at night time. I think that's perfect where it is at the moment. We're going to add a bit of texture. A little bit of clarity and a little bit of haze. Go all the way back. Just so you can see like the difference of what they do. Okay. This surgery. Again, you can go the black and white look. or you can go with a bit more of a bright colour. Okay, so there's a lot of blue, as you can tell. I'm gonna bring this out, and I'm just gonna yeah, that doesn't really do it, right? So we're gonna Control Z, and we're just gonna bring this down here instead. We're gonna see if we can light some of this grass up. I'm gonna lift that up a little bit. We don't want to over. So a bit of texture, a bit of clarity. A bit of change of whites. I usually just move them till I think they look alright. You don't want to move them too much. So usually I try to keep them in between 20 on this end, under 20 or around that 20 mark. And the same on this side, I don't want to go too far above 20. Again, I can change the effect while I'm in there. I'm going to go there, and I might bring it down a little bit. We can bring it up. You can always move this to bring a bit of colour in. Or you're just going to leave it where it was. And as you can tell there, it's a very pretty sunset without doing too much editing to it. Most of it I've just put in auto. Let's put a bit of pink into it. Who doesn't like a bit of pink in a sunset? So this is also a time where I sometimes go back to my cropping, and I will see if I can crop it a bit better. Now I've kind of got those photos edited to where I wanted them. So that's saying let's go up a little bit more. I think we might keep it to how we had it before. Yeah, so if we go back down here, it'll take us back to our before we changed the settings. There you go. So it's not too bad of a sunset. Still a nice sunset. If we want, we can always bring some more of the ground in. Actually, that looks better. Actually, to be honest, it's got that bit of a. So that's today's edit photo. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. There's not much more to say other than this is a really good photo. I really like it. This is what I had pictured when I photographed it Saturday night when I went out for sunsets. So this is how you edit an image. And before we finish, we have to save it. So export it, and I export it to my folder. Next week we will be going through different files. So as you can see up here, this file at the moment is a CR2, so a raw file. A JPEG is what it gets saved into. I'll explain a little bit difference between JPEG and raw files, and why you should be shooting your photos in raw so you can have better results with your photos when you're editing them. So stay tuned for next fortnight's video, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.